Well, good afternoon. I'm here this afternoon with Captain Karen Armstrong, Copper Coast Corps Officer. And today, Karen's going to be sharing a bit about her role, what she does, and what plans she's got for the future. So, welcome, Karen. Thank you for joining us here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
Karen, are you able just to tell the audience what your current role is in the Salvation Army at Copper Coast?
Yeah, so the Copper Coast York Peninsula in South Australia is an area where the Salvation Army sent me 3 years ago to be the Salvation Army, not only in the church, but in the community as well. And so if you ever look at a map of Australia, it's that little leg, that the whole leg and the foot that looks a bit like Italy, that's part of Australia.
Oh, yes,
it's an area that I didn't really know about, but I'm very excited being here.
Good way to describe it. Fantastic. So, Karen, what's been going on in the last 6 months up there?
Yeah, so in the last six months, it's been very, very interesting. As you can appreciate, going back to November, of course, we had the bushfires down at Yorktown, and the response from, because I class that as my area, of course, the Salvation Army sent their emergency truck down there, but I very quickly got hold of the team and said, look, I'm here. This is our area. How can we support you? So very quickly, they asked for us to send a team down to help with catering to feed the fireys, which we managed to do it. At the same time, of course, we started getting countless phone calls from people picking up donations or food and things like that. So we very much became involved in that very, very quickly. And then as a result of that, I was then asked to join the bushfire recovery team because, of course, we were able to then put in financial support for people once things settled down, and I'm still part of that even today. So that it started there. If you look at just the last 6 months, and then, of course, you go into, it was Christmas. I just can't believe just how busy it's been. And even we do Christmas cheer up on the Copper Coast, but we were even able to take down our van, and it was full of items that we took down to Yorktown as well. And we gave them, set up shop for 3 hours to do Christmas cheer down there as well. And then as we looked into the new year, of course, it was a matter of, yes, other fires happened, but I couldn't be involved in those because still very, very heavily involved here. But it was planning as normal until all of a sudden, yes, the COVID hit us, and that changed things dramatically. It did from late February to where we are now, and the massive changes that have gone in. So we do emergency relief here. We have financial counselling happening out of this centre. We have positive lifestyle coming out of this centre. So this is what we're doing currently. So we're trying to meet the needs, and we've been partnershiping with the local council in delivering packs, food packs to vulnerable elderly people in our communities. So yeah, we try and meet the needs as best we can. Yes.
Fantastic. Far out. Who would have thought the country town being so busy? That's awesome work. Karen, what are the future plans for the Salvation Army in the Copper Coast? What have you got planned?
Yeah, so the future plans is we've got a building that's used to be one of their original worship hall. Actually, I think it was one of their original youth halls. So we've started a proposal last year to create it into what we're calling a community hub. It's all been approved. We're just waiting for when the renovations will start, which I'm so excited about. But the idea of this community hub is we want to try and create as much as we can. We can't get all services to come together, I recognise that. But we can try and create a place where us, and we can partner with other service providers. So like we're already partnershiping with YP Community Transports. We're already partnershiping with iTech Disability Services. We're already we work closely with people involved with COTA, with the My Age Care Pack. And the idea of this community hub is that it's a one-stop place for people to come, because we recognise on the Copper Coast, we've actually got social isolation. We've got an area where there is no public transport. Yes, the council put on a bus service only a few days a week and certain hours. And yes, we have a taxi service, but of course, taxi service is out of the reach of just the everyday needs of people. The cost just to drive from Wallaroo, say, to Kadina, it's $11. And if you're only one way, so if you're doing that a few times, and so in Kadina, that's where our main shopping complex are, and that's where all the services are. So trying to have this community hub, it's trying to have a place where the service providers can come and use the facility if they need to see someone, and then we'll have an area set up for people so that, just say hypothetically, someone will say, well, I like to learn how to knit. So if it's going to be driven by clients, not going to be driven by us, it's going to be driven by clients, what they want to see happening in this community hub. You can only see so much, but I'm sure once it's up and running, it will look completely different to what I envisioned at the moment, but I'm getting excited.
Wow, that's amazing, fantastic. So this year, Karen, the Red Shield is looking very different for the Salvation Army. How are you fundraising in the Copper Coast for the Red Shield?
Yes, taking me into a new world, that's for sure. So Salvation Army are encouraging us to go digital. So I've got to start emailing people to ask them to come on board and emailing, because I've been so used ever since I've been in Australia to be on the streets or walking the streets of in towns and things like that, asking for donations. But we've got to do it digitally. We've got to do it different. So I'm really, part of me is, I hope this works. I'm sure it will work, but I've got to learn a new way of doing stuff. But I'm excited because you've given me a way to look to do that by just doing this interview, so it can help me get the word out there to people. So look out, people. You'll all be getting your emails from me.
Well, Karen, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Goodness gracious me, you are so busy in that town and in the region. So bless you for what you're doing. Good luck with the Red Shield appeal. I know that you've got a lot of work going on up there, so you need those funds to, make those dreams come alive for local Copper Coast family and community. So thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for spending time with us today. Thank you, Karen.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you.